It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do. To reflect who we are and what we hope to build, I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
On Thursday, October 28th, Facebook announced that it was changing its name to Meta.
And medium will be even more immersive, an embodied internet where you're in the experience, not just looking at it. And we call this the Metaverse. And you're going to be able to do almost anything you can imagine. Almost anything you can imagine. We'll just be able to be holograms in the future. You won't need a physical TV, it'll just be a $1 hologram from some high school kid halfway across the world. And you'll be able to take your items and project them into the physical world as holograms in augmented reality too. You're going to be able to move across these different experiences on all kinds of different devices, sometimes using virtual reality so you're fully immersed, sometimes using augmented reality glasses so you can be present in the physical world as well, and sometimes on a computer or phone so you can quickly jump into the metaverse from existing platforms.
Can you explain what the metaverse is?
I think about it in the convergence of the physical and the digital, right? So to put it in today's terms, right now we have kind of a physical persona that we are in the real world, and then we have this digital persona that we're on LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok. It's a world of infinite possibilities, right? Because right now the physical world is finite. There's only so much of Earth, right? It's a lot, but there's only so much of Earth. But in these virtual spaces, you can literally build your own worlds. Because right now the physical world is finite. There's only so much of Earth, right? It's a lot, but there's only so much of Earth. But in these virtual spaces, you can literally build your own world.
Brothers and sisters, this is why we must remain vigilant, we must remain prayerful, and we must remain watchful. I don't know about you, but this metaverse has the enemy written all over it. When you think about the fact that it is being promoted as something that you're able to delve into and be able to do whatever you want, I just see this as another outlet for those who want to live out their sadistic and evil imaginations. You think about the woman that was being interviewed and how she said that we're on Earth, and in our physical Earth, we are limited. But in this metaverse space, that there would be no limitations, so to speak. We must remain prayerful. We must continue to be vigilant, because the enemy presents himself as an angel of light. And although it seems as if this is innocent enough, and many will be sucked into this, many have already gotten sucked into the whole internet virtual space. And so I can only imagine how this is just going to take people deeper and just really just allow people to live out their deepest, weirdest, sickest fantasies. This just does not sit well with me. So I'm sounding the alarm. I'm sounding the alarm for those who think that this is just all entertainment, fun and games, innocent. It's just games. It's just a way to connect. Think about it. There's always going to be room for those who want to reenact their wildest fantasies. And then you'd have yourself in a situation where you're opened up to temptation. So yes, I'm highly concerned because now you're trying to immerse people into this fantasy world. If they're not already immersed enough, you're taking people further and deeper into a dark space, into a space where they can just feel as if they're anonymous. They can hide behind these virtual images or these avatars, as they're called, and be whoever they want to be. I can see children going into spaces and being seduced by grown men, presenting themselves to be their age. This is definitely something to be concerned about, not just for children, but just for individuals as a whole. And this is just something to take people further away from reality of life, to put them into a fantasy world where they can do and say and be whatever they choose to do and say and be. And that's scary. We must remember that we're to keep our minds on things that are lovely, of good report. And when we put our minds on things that are just going to entertain our flesh, we're opening up ourselves to be placed in situations where we can go into a place of no return. The spirit may be willing, but the flesh is weak. And I do have major concerns about Metaverse. How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for listening. Continue to watch and pray.